Hello and welcome back to Factory Town. In the last episode, we finally got the ward setup finished here, and we went back to working on our magic crystal build over here. And I was just about ready to return to that and keep expanding on it, and then I came over here to see what was going on and noticed that wards aren't working anymore. And the reason they aren't working is because the stone has been completely drained from the surface area, which is awesome. So we're going to have to fix that, and I think we're going to have to fix that by putting, it's depleted all the stones that were underground and barely getting any in. So I think what we're going to have to do is split this up and have 3 separate mines, each with 2 workers, and spread them around across that area there. So take out a little bit of this grain, and we're going to spread them out so that they appear to be covering as much of this as possible. I saw 17 there. I'm not sure if that's the best place for it or not. I think I'd like to shift it over by 1 more. But we're going to end up having to prospect this, I think. Because I don't think it's going to work quite perfectly. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more prospecting done. Let's move this over a little bit more. So you can stay mining stone. Good. And I want these to be 2 apart from each other because that is the distance at which they... that's the distance at which they reach without any sort of boosting going on. And so that picks up every single piece that's available here except for this one down here. But we can accomplish a little bit more with this. So first let's do prospect for stone. This is going to cost us some pickaxes, which I don't know how many we have available in a barn or something. So we may run out. But I want to prospect all of the area that the 5x5 area that these cover. That way we get all of that covered. And then we might also have to do some, what are they called? I looked it up previously, and now I can't remember. Let's see, build mine shaft. These apparently allow us to mine other nearby things. I don't know how this works though. Let's click it there and see. Just gonna need to have them delivered, or how is that gonna work? I don't know. Let's take this all out and redo this whole thing. You all can come out of here. And then we're gonna do a chute that goes this way. And then this. I think, are we on that level or are we on the other? We're only on 2, okay. And then we'll go this way. Connect that up. This one can stay where it is. This one, though, we can make turn. Nope, chute goes this way first. And then we do this. There. And then this one, I think I will have do a bit of a turn like this. Good. It did what I wanted to do. And let's do this. And then we'll go this way. And that way. And I don't know if that's going to help for the long term or not, but hopefully it'll help for at least the short term. And again, I'm not sure how this mine shaft works exactly. Underground paths that extend the range of mines and allow harvesting of nearby underground minerals. But it doesn't really say how. Like if I need to connect the 2 like this, or how that's going to work. So we're going to have to figure this out. But interesting. When I prospected some of this, it gave me a large amount. No, the prospected ones are the low ones. Okay, the high numbers are the ones that were natural that we haven't harvested all of yet. So we might have to have some of those deep mines in order to pull this all off. But at least we have wards being made again. And we can go back and work on other things. Like our crystal area here. So I did build all the temples. I was just waiting for the third mana reactor to be able to be built. Did I, by the way, delete all of the barns? The assorted barns. That one's gone. That one's gone. This one's gone. That one's gone. With all the, what are they called? Ethers in them. Because we were saving up the ethers to make all these. So, based on all the math that I did, we need to have 5 each of the fire temples and 3 each of the water temples, fire temple, air temples, and then 3 each of the water and earth. And that's because we need to have 4 stones each here at 30 seconds, every 30 seconds, once we get to the 400% bonus here, times 3. So that ends up being 12 every 30 seconds of each. These produce 5 every 30 seconds because 5 times 6, 5 times 1, but they only run at 100% speed. So we we can't count any more than 1 here. So it ends up being 5 every 30 seconds. So this will make 15. This will make 15. So it's a little bit of a surplus, which is good. And then we have, we only needed 12, so that gives us that little bit of surplus. And then for the fire and the air, we need the same amount here, which is 12 every 30. Plus 4 every 10 of these and 4 every 10 of these, because it's 4 every 20 plus 4 every 20. So that ends up being another 12 every 30 seconds of each. So that means 24 of each, which means that 5 temples at 5 every 30 seconds means that we'll be making 25, which is also a little bit of a surplus. And so then I also put in 1 train station here for now, which will serve as a spacing reminder. And then as you can see, I also flattened out a large amount of this area here so that we have an area to work in. Now we need to do another elemental, or start putting down the elemental refineries again. We'll bring in maybe like this. You know what I didn't plan for though? Properly? I didn't plan for the mana rechargers properly. Shoot. Well, let's do the math and make sure we need the right amount of temples or refineries here for the temple. So each temple is going to need to have 8 ether every 6 seconds. This runs on a 10-second cycle, so let's say that is times 5, so 40 ether every 30 seconds. And this is going to produce, we get the bonus here, so to produce 12 every 10 seconds. So we need to have 4 of these, well, 3.33, 3 1/3 of these for each temple. So we'll probably just end up doing 4 for each, or we could potentially do, for like 3 of them, we could do 10. But then I have to do shenanigans with pipes, so I think I'll just do, 4 for each one, and then we'll have a little bit of a surplus. So if we look at that, I need to be able to have also, by the way, I think it was 2 rechargers here. We're going to end up producing 4 depleted mana every 10 seconds. And the rechargers can process or recharge 1 every 4 seconds, unboosted. So the minimum, least count multiple between 10 and 4 is going to be 20. So we're going to produce 8 every 20 seconds, and one of these can process 5 every 20 seconds. So we'll need to have 2 of these per refinery. And so these are also going to need to have mana crystals coming in, which I haven't even done the math on the mana crystals yet. So for this, I think I'm going to need to have some more space, possibly. That's not the overlay that I want. That's the overlay that I want. Unless I can come up with a different way to do this. But I think I'm going to have to have more space. Shoot. anything else I can do to make this be better? Other than adding more space. Well, I know what I can do. I have an idea. If I put in the rechargers like this, then I could, in theory, put a refinery like this. Will this work? Not exactly. Need more space in here. If I moved one more of these out, or maybe even just flip them around. No, I can't flip them around. Then the next one would have to be no closer than here, which means more space in this direction that we're going to run out of very quickly here. I think here anyway, because these would need to be here. We don't have the mana bricks. And the reason I'm thinking about this is because of the mana pipes and trying to do a balanced load here. So if this one comes out like this, and then goes into these two like that, and then comes back out like this, then this one can come out like that, and come back into here like this. Yeah, that's kind of the space we need, unless I can think of a different layout. But the problem is just so much space needed for the mana pipes themselves underground, and making sure that they don't bump into each other. And I think putting them all, like, shifted on a side, because then the next one... this might not be too bad, because then the next one can just be right... Well, no, we need space for chutes. So it needs to be one away at least. Probably two away also. Because we need the chutes coming in for each one. So then we're ending up with a bit more space here. With this layout. Alternatively, we add in one more space here for the chute to come in here, but then this one ends up being 3 spaces away. But then we can put these all right next to each other. So we kind of end up with either that or... I think it was 3 spaces in between. These go here. Yeah, because we need to have... Yep, that's what it is. And these are 40 of those. Dang. So this ends up basically doubling the length of... either doubling it this way or kind of doubling it this way or almost doubling it this way. Let's see. That would be there, and then it would be here. And then it would be out here. I think I'd rather build it like this and make it longer this way. So let's move around some of these other temples. And we'll take out this one. That goes there then. And the reason I can't bring the chutes in differently is because the rechargers are three spaces high, so the chutes need to be next to the chargers. Okay, and those are 3 spaces in between, so this needs to be here. Yeah, so we need to move this down even more. Means this needs to go even more. And then there, and one more. That's how much space we need this way for this. Dang, that's rough either way. Either way, it's rough. Because now these mana shards are in the way, so I can't really mine them to send them into the magic forges, because they'll be in the way of the connections for the water temple. So the alternative would be to push this even further this way, which we're going to eat into Leather Mountain here. pretty soon, or to go out this way. So I guess we'll have to go out this way. Let's bring these back this way. This would be 2 spaces then, so it's basically 2 spaces between each row. And does that buy us enough that we don't need to eat up all of these mana crystals? It barely does. Or mana shards, rather. It barely does. But I think we're going to have to move down a little bit more this way, too. Alright, let's do some terrain. Flatten down. Let's do the page up to embiggen the thing here. And let's just buy us a few more squares here. Oops. Now I'm going to take that whole row. Be careful. Okay, I'm going to go with that for now. Let's move all this stuff down. We'll go 2 spaces away now, I think. And then this I want to have... I think 2 spaces is fine there. I wanted to have a bit more here, like 3 spaces here. And these can be 2. Go there. Let's go there. This can come down, be 2 spaces away. 2 spaces. I think that's okay. And I need to move a bunch of other stuff around too, like all this. And then all of this. And I think what I'm going to do is just set up one or two of these lines to start with. Because it's just so many mana bricks. This needs to move. Oops, needs to move as well. But let's move them down here, and we'll move this here. I don't know if that really matters, but we'll do it anyway. Let's do like 2 of these lines. Actually, let's do that differently. Let's do the copy. No, these are not there. These are going to be 3 spaces away from each other. I need to also level out this out a bit more into the water. At least that far for now, and maybe more later. Copy there. Yeah, we need a little bit more. I keep reaching for the plus minus like Factorio. I think it's that one. Yep, that's where we need to be. At the nearest. Doot. And then these go here. And then here. And then we're out of stones again. That's right, those build pretty fast. We make those pretty fast. And then let's do the mana pipes again. And hopefully we can get one of these going. Although we're going to have to train in all of our stones, so maybe not. So this needs to come out this way. And into there. And then into there. And this can go back this way. And this comes out this way. And this is where I wish we had the ability to do copy-paste. Oh no, that's not there. That's not right. This comes out this way. And then goes back into this one. And then this kind of just gets repeated. Like that. And into there. And then it comes out here, goes into there. And into there. And then we need splitters. The splitters just need to go in a couple of places. Here and here. And here and here. Just to make sure that the mana rechargers get used equally. And then we finally are going to need some chutes here. Let's take out these resources that are either below the mountain or on the mountain edge. And I'm going to put a station over here a bit. This should be fine-ish. Ooh, I could even sneak these. Well, how many stones do these need? These need 4 times 4, that's 16 stones per 10 seconds. That's 1.6 per second each. The speed on a chute is a little variable because it depends on if there's a bend or not. But it's either 3 or 4 times the speed of a cloth belt, so that's 3 or 4 items per second. So we can really only handle 2 of these refineries for every chute, which might be a little problematic because we need to eventually get chutes all the way down here, unless of course we do a separate train station for the earth and water stones down at that end somewhere and bring them in separately. But even then, this is kind of close. I mean, we can take them around the long way, I suppose. It doesn't really matter. It's all about rate, not proximity. So let's see here. We need to have, yeah, we could do this. Let's see. We could take these ones out this way. And actually what I could even do is make this whole row like this. And then do a support here. And then go out like this. Stop there. Go this way. And then here. And here. And then we could do our splitters here and here. And then every other one needs to go out and around. So I could potentially need more land, or I could just float it over the ocean. I'm going to do the latter, I think. The only other issue is I also want to have the output. That's only 4. The surplus of these going into the train station, which I think is going to end up only being 4 per 10 seconds, because this is going to consume a total of 4 per 10 seconds. Well, for these, it's going to consume 12 every 30 seconds out of 25 every 30 seconds. So that means we'll have 30 or 13 out of 30 seconds, every 30 seconds going, which is about 2.5. So that's really just one chute. So we probably can just take a chute from whatever we do here, something like this, and put it into here like that. Whatever ends up being the surplus here. And what I think I'm going to do, by the way, for this is to have a barn possibly somewhere like right here that takes all 4 of them in via their chutes, because they're on such a slow rate that I think we can pull that off just fine. It takes all 4 of them in. We might upgrade this barn a little bit just to have larger storage in it, but then have these chutes coming out of here. We have a chute coming this way. Oh, we need 4 chutes each one. Each one's going to need 4 chutes because of the, and that would mean 2 edges each. Maybe this barn has to move down just so we have more edges available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's only 7 edges. Maybe I need to move these closer also. I like when you move these two. If you didn't notice, you get a little color streak there of it actually moving. Let's move that down again. Because we can have 2 edges times 2 chutes each edge for each one of these. These are also going to need to have rechargers. Well, these ones will be easy, and this one I'll have to just figure out. We'll make it work. Because we could even put them way out here or something even. Or way over here. It doesn't really matter. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, so this would need to come out maybe up here. Like that. And that would be the earth. No, the fire crystals. It would be coming out of there in as the surplus fashion. And maybe even then we would have a stack here, and we would take out also the I guess I need to go one more and then replace it. This would take out the purple ones, the earth ones, and put them into that train station. Okay, so that's figured out. That's one problem solved. This one's going to need to come this way, and then go out around this, and then go back into here, like that. And then we'll need to do the same thing here. Correct button. There, replace. There. And one of those and one of these. So these, I should have set the filters on these, and I didn't. Doggone it. This should be Firestone. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Okay, and then we'll do one of these. And then we'll do that. And then this. So that's 2 rows out of 5. So we're going to have to bring in the earth stones and the water stones to another station, just because we're not going to really have enough connections here to do this all in one. But that's kind of the idea that I wanted to accomplish here. So let me build these, because I want to do both of these rows, and I didn't give myself enough room here. Crap. Can I do this, or do I might have to remove something? I'm going to remove stuff. Dang. Which means I'm probably going to remove all this too. And then terrain flatten up. Go out. Incompatible target. Okay. Shoot. All right. Now, can I do terrain flatten down like this? Make it look decent, halfway decent, quarter of the way decent, decent enough. That's decent enough. Okay, you guys go back in here. You guys go here. And I think that'll work fine piping-wise. Let's test that one out. Yeah, that's fine with that. The underground is magic. This goes out here then. And then goes this way. And then goes back into there. And this comes out here. Goes this way. And then back into here. And this, that. So let's see. We're going to need to have 4 firestones in times 4 times 5. Well, compared to what it ends up being about... What was that, like 2.5 stones per second out? This is 4 times 4, 16. That's 1.6 times 20 compared to about 2.5. That's 32 compared to 2.5. So for this, I think I'm going to just want to have... Gosh, this is going to be insane. I think I'm just going to want to have Firestone in all but 2 of these. And then have fire crystals here and earth crystals here. And then we'll do the same kind of thing over here for the air and water. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll work out okay. And we don't have I don't have any place to hook these up yet, but these will go something like this. And then out to this area here. And then into here. Like this. And then they'll go into those there like that. That's kind of the idea. And then we'll have the upper row as well of this and this. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to end the episode at this point, and I will attempt to build out some of this stuff again off camera. Oops, that's the wrong way. It goes this way. So that we don't spend a lot of the episodes doing this repetitive construction part. I'm going to figure out where to bring these in station-wise at some point, which might not be that easy. But we also need to figure out how many mana crystals we're going to need to be made, which I guess we could do quickly here. This needs to have 2, and this is a consumption of 2 every 6 seconds. These are recycling, so we don't care about those. So 2, I'm assuming all these are 2. Yeah, so that's 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2 is 32 every 6 seconds. And these produce in an 8-second interval, of course. The least common multiple is 24, so that's 6 times 8. 32 times 8 is 256. And then in order to produce 256 here, these are boosted at 4 every 8 seconds times 6. No, times... Wait, did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. It's only... It's 2 times 4 times 16. I did it wrong. Wait. It needs to consume 2 every 6 seconds, so it consumes 8 every 24 seconds. And that is multiplied by another 8, which is... Okay, yeah. I did something wrong before. That's only 64. Two every 6 seconds. That's 8 every 24 seconds. Times 16. Oops, this is 16. So that's 8 times 16 is 128. Okay, that's what I did it wrong, and then did it wrong in the opposite direction. Now I think I've done it right. 128. This will make 4 every 8 seconds. If I multiply that by 3, that's 12 every 8 seconds. 12 goes into 128 11 times. So we're going to need 11 magic forges and a ridiculous number of mines in order to pull this off. But we're going to pull it off. So we'll pull that off over the course of the next episode, at least, maybe a little bit more, and or maybe a lot of bit more. But I should have most of this repetitive work that's here done by the next episode, and then we can actually start to maybe bring in some trains and proceed with what's next. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.